Welcome YouTube to my channel. That's right. Let's see. That's right. You're checking into my channel, Tactical Skin Defense channel. It's your favorite guy on the checking in, Jay Skills. May God bless each and every one of you and continue to take care of each other. Get to know the gun laws in your state and surrounding states when traveling. I'd like you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I thank you guys for tuning in, man. I want to say thank you for each and every one of you that have subscribed to my channel. First and foremost, I want to get that out the way. I am over by one subscriber. I'm at 451 when I check. So, man, I hit that milestone for me, man. I'm over 150 subscribers. I thank each and every one of you for rocking with me. I thank each and every one of you for looking at my videos, leaving comments. I try my best to respond to every comment that I see that goes down my news feed. But like I said, man, thank you guys for rocking with me. I do truly appreciate it. But today, of course, it is a good Sunday. And on Sundays, I usually do my Bulletproof Sunday. And on today's Bulletproof Sunday, it is episode number 9. We got 9 episodes in, man. This is more of my serious side on things I like to review or what's going on in the news in the world today. And today we're going to cover the facts that support the law in Ahmaud Arbery's case against the 3 fellas that ultimately got convicted of murder. We're going to go through some Georgia laws as far as murder and why the law supports what they charge these guys with. We got to stop playing vigilante, man. Me personally, I'm not doing a citizen's arrest. It's too risky, personally. But if you follow the case, they have throughout the citizen's arrest in Atlanta, Georgia, after this incident with Ahmaud Arbery. And let's get into it. We're gonna do some little audio behind my little towel. Of course, you know I represent the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're my boys. That's my squad, as they would say, as these young folks would say. And I'm gonna go between a video with Colonian Noir. I know I butchered his first name, but he's an actual black male that went to law school and got his law school degree. So he's going to explain some of the stuff, and I'm going to go through it by reading the actual law on what's going on exactly with this case. And we're going to discuss some stuff after that, but we're going to make this one a little quick.
This surveillance video obtained by our Atlanta affiliate WSB will certainly be part of the debate. It was recorded shortly before Arbery was killed and shows a man walking into an open home construction site and looking around. Arbery's family attorneys say they believe this second video obtained by ABC News does show the 25-year-old former football player in that home under construction. But they underline that he wasn't breaking the law and left empty-handed, and they are praying for them. The family says they have no relationship with the McMichaels and would have never wanted what they call a vigilante response.
At 2:08 in the video, you see a man in a white shirt and shorts walk into a home under construction on Satilla Drive. Moments later, a person can be seen in the top left frame observing what's going on. A 911 call from that day has audio of a man saying there's someone in a house that's under construction. At 2:13, the first man appears to run out the front door and down the street. Investigators have not said there is any evidence Arbery burglarized the home. Police reports following the shooting did not know anything stolen on Arbery.
So let's break down what we saw compared to the law. Under Georgia law, a person commits the offense of criminal trespass when he or she knowingly and without authority enters upon the land or premise of another person for an unlawful purpose. Each one of the elements have to be...
So basically, each one of these elements of law has to be a factor in order to do a citizen's arrest or criminal trespassing. A person commits the offense of criminal trespassing when he or she knowingly and without authority enters upon the land of promise of any other person or into any part of any vehicle, railroad car, aircraft, or watercraft of any person for an unlawful purpose. So he has to commit these as far as the trespassing situation of the law in Georgia.
Be met. Based on the video, what purpose did he walk into the house for, and what was the purpose unlawful? According to the video and the owner of the house, he didn't take anything. And he didn't force his way in. He just walked around looking. So, is it possible he went to steal something? Yes. Is it possible he went in to find the magical door of Narnia? Yeah, the same way it's possible that he went in simply because he was curious and wanted to look around an unconstructed home like millions of people do every single day. Hell, when my house was being built, I literally walked in on a couple walking through my unconstructed home. I was slightly taken aback, but I wasn't surprised because that's kind of what people do.
All right, all suited up. Steve and I are going to go.
Now, he actually has a video with these, and I'm not playing a race card. Please don't start that with this video. But it is a white couple that's going to go on a walk, and she's going to say she's going to go look at homes, which is typical of us to do, people in America to do, because we have that right.
Go for a nice walk and get some exercise. The sun is out. So yeah, we're going to go and see how many calories we can burn. And we're going to go over and check out this new neighborhood. They're building houses. So we're going to kind of go in and out some of those and check and see what the floor plans look like and just have a nice walk.
I've seen how cancer can affect the people I care about. That's why I'm helping protect myself against some cancers.
Well, on my computer, you see down here in the lower corner,
This is a nice kitchen.
it's a couple going through houses, houses being built, just like Ahmaud Arbery, and just observing the house, not taking anything,
bar is nice.
you know, just walking
Yes,
through the
there's
house.
also video of someone going into that house at night that some people think is Arbery. But to my knowledge, that hasn't been confirmed. However, nothing in those videos that we have shows that he went inside to steal something. However, it does show he walked in, looked around, and then left. Maybe he realized there was nothing to steal. Either way, you can't infer intent based on weak, ambiguous circumstantial evidence.
So we're going to get more into the law. That's just some of the stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, upon entering upon the land of promise of any person or into any part of a vehicle, railroad cart, aircraft, or watercraft of another person after receiving prior to such entry notice from the owner rightfully occupied or upon proper identification and authorized representative of the owner or lawful occupant that such entry is forbidding of. So basically, say if he was in a house and the police come by and stop him, what the police would do is the police would call the owner that's getting the house built. He'll put him on speakerphone, and he would acknowledge that he would not want Ahmaud Arbery back on the property immediately. And if Ahmaud Arbery was caught back on the property, then that would be called trespassing, because he has got that verbal warning through the homeowner to not approach his property again. It then also says remains upon the land or premises of another person or within the vehicle, railroad cart, aircraft, or watercraft of another person after receiving notice from the owner rightfully occupant or upon proper identification and authorized representative of the owner or righteous occupant to depart. And it goes on to say, for the purposes of subsection B of the code section, permission to enter or invite to enter given by a minor who is or is not present on or in the property of the minor parent or guardian is not significant to allow lawful entry of any of another person upon the land, premises, vehicles, railroad cars, aircraft, or watercraft owned or rightfully occupied by such minors, parent or guardian, if such parent or guardian has previously known notice that such entry is forbidden or notice to depart, a person who commits the offense of criminal trespass shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. So, by him being on the property, and if he does get the owner on the phone and they tell him, do not come back to my property, and he's caught the second time, then he is committing a misdemeanor. That is not a felony. In the state of Georgia, trespassing is considered a misdemeanor, not a felony. So we're going to skip past a lot of noirs because I read a lot of that. And mind you, they have been getting break-ins. I know his gun, either the father or the son gun got stolen out of his truck, and a couple things have been going on in his neighborhood as far as stealing. So they was already a little bit on edge. And when they saw him, they kind of misjudged what they was doing. So.
He told her it was an open house under construction.
Bulletproof Communications Operator Smith.
Hey, you know, we're about to steal the tools.
Okay.
Great place out here. There's a guy in the house right now. It's a house under construction.
Okay, do you have your address or the other house's address?
Right at 219 or 220 Stilla Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
He's running down the street. Oh,
Okay.
back into here.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong. Was he just on the premises and not supposed to be?
And he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. Kind of an ongoing thing out here. The man is still in the house. He's got plenty of stuff. He's not going to finish it.
Okay, that's fine. And you said it was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt. Black guy, white t-shirt. And he's done back on, run back to the neighborhood.
So, based on this information in the video, the notice element isn't met either. Now, how about the last element? Did Arbery remain upon the land or premise of another person after receiving notice from the owner, right occupant, or upon property identification and authorized?
So that's what I went over. I just read the law, kind of going over that. But in order to do a citizen arrest, you have to see him in the act of committing a felony or have the knowledge of him committing a felony. As you can see, if you go to the Georgia law, and I got it pulled up on the internet, the criminal trespassing element, there's no reason why they needed to do a citizen arrest under a misdemeanor. In the state of Georgia, trespassing is considered a misdemeanor, not a felony. They kept talking about previous nights of somebody being in the house, and they assumed, quote unquote, it was Ahmaud Arbery. They was not clear on who was in that house 11 days ago. They just knew somebody was running, going through the house. Could it be him? It may could have. We don't know. If any video will come out that they can clearly show him in that home at night, then you got a different story.
First, a private person may arrest an offender if the offense is committed in his presence or within his
Zorro, the most wanted fragrance.
Immediate knowledge. We have limited video of what Arbery was doing inside the house, but that's all we have. So if based on these limited videos of what he did in the house, and that wasn't shown him committing a felony, it stands to reason that no one on the outside of the house saw him commit a felony on the inside of the house, especially considering that the owner said nothing was taken. If the cameras inside the house didn't show him committing a felony inside the house, then you can't say that an offense was committed in their presence or within immediate knowledge when we have video of what happened inside and still can't conclude an offense was committed. Again, based on the information we have in the videos, the only thing that McMichaels actually saw Arbery doing was running down the street.
Running down the street.
Greg McMichael told a Glynn County police officer that there had been several break-ins in the neighborhood, but it does not say he actually witnessed a crime that day, which is a requirement under the citizen's arrest law. Instead, the report says McMichael was in his front yard and saw the suspect from the break-ins hauling blank down Sedilla Drive. He believed that suspect was Ahmaud Arbery. And nowhere in the report does McMichael tell the officer that he and his son were trying to make a citizen's arrest.
Citizen's arrest was not what Mr. McMichael was saying at the time. He was saying that his son was acting in self-defense. The district attorney in Waycross, as part of his justification not to charge these people or to recommend that they be charged, came up with a citizen's arrest offense.
The only knowledge he had of a crime was from past incidents, which ironically, based on the information we have, except for his reported stolen gun, weren't actually crimes because nothing was stolen from the house and was open with no notice that you were not allowed to be there. That's the law. As for the stolen gun, and this is just my opinion, I find it hard to believe that a person would steal a gun from a car in a neighborhood and then go back to the same neighborhood on foot. That's just my opinion. But outside of that, I have to ask, how is knowledge of a past crime knowledge of an immediate crime? It's not. The second element of citizen's arrest says a private person may arrest an offender if the offense is a felony. Trespassing in Georgia is a misdemeanor. Burglary is a felony. As I stated before, nothing in the video shows that he committed a...
So, if he walked out the house with something in his pocket, because they would have charged him with burglary, then that's a felony. Then you have the right to do a citizen's arrest in Atlanta. Now you can't, because I think they pulled that law out of the books after this incident with Ahmaud Arbery about citizen's arrest. But they did not know if he took anything out the house. They did not know. They did not witness it. Did not know previous. They did not know previous of him actually stealing anything out the house, and they didn't see him steal anything out the house. So that does not give them the right to make a citizen's arrest.
The trespass or burglary. So the second element isn't met. Keep in mind, you have to meet all of the elements, and we already can't meet two of the elements. So there's no point in even discussing the third one, but I will. The first element is you have to see a person committing a felony. The first element they couldn't prove because it was so-called quote-unquote trespassing. The homeowner said nothing was stolen, and it looked like nothing was taken. So that's already two that right off bat does not allow them to do a citizen's arrest. Element, the offender is escaping or attempting to escape. Let's say Arbery got spooked by the neighbor who saw him go inside the house and decided to run. If he was committing a felony, then yes, this element would be met because he was leaving the house, and the neighbor would be able to make a citizen's arrest because if Arbery actually committed a felony and the neighbor saw it or saw Arbery running out of the house with tools or materials, then he could make that citizen's arrest. But as I showed you before, based on the information we have at this moment, there was no felony. At this point, the fourth element is irrelevant, as we've yet to satisfy the first three. Now on to self-defense. Right now, based on the videos we have yet to establish what law Arbery violated. Under Georgia law, if you make a citizen's arrest and you're wrong about that person violating the law you think they violated, then you can be charged with false imprisonment. Ironically, that was one of the first things I learned in law school. Right now, based on all the facts we have before us, not facts in the future, but right now, what law did he break based on the letter of the law? Not what you feel he broke, but what law he broke based on the letter of the law. If you say none, then right now, based on what we have before us, you can't say with any certainty that McMichael was justified in blocking the road and trying to make a citizen's arrest of Arbery while holding a shotgun. At least not based on the information we have now. That could...
So, like I said before, man, I do these Bulletproof Sundays on different things that's going on in the world. And I kind of do the serious side of things as far as guns and trying to get to learn and trying to get other people to learn the letter of the law when it comes to the gun community. My prayers go out to his mother and his father. I've been following the last 2-3 days. I didn't really follow it during the trial, but the other day it came across my YouTube feed, and what came across was them getting guilty, getting convicted of guilty or not guilty. So this is a lesson learned, man. If you don't see a person committing a felony, him going in the house is not a felony. That's considered a misdemeanor. That's considered trespassing. So he was not doing anything as far as a felony. Now, if they saw him take out a piece of wood, saw a tool in his pocket, then that's considered burglary, and they have the right to make a citizen's arrest. But of course, the evidence, the first two, they could not prove. So they shouldn't have made or even stopped him to try to make a citizen's arrest. And to this day, they have been charged with, each one of them been charged with felony murder. The young man, the son, he got charged with malice murder because he's the one that pulled the trigger. But the rest of them, and the neighbor that did the videotaping, he was innocent until he tried to block. He was participating in imprisonment. And that's why he got charged, because he was not just videotaping. He was blocking him off with his truck as well, trying to impersonate him as well. So that's the reason why he got charged. The third man got charged because he was an active participant in trying to imprison Ahmaud Arbery and really did not know what was going on. So I'm going to get off that. That's my spiel about the whole situation. You know, that's the letter of the law in Georgia. And Georgia went exactly by the law and sought fit to give them the charges that they was given. I am going to stop with that and do a little something with my strike-by. I heard nothing but pretty good things about the curve mag. Of course, when you get the strike-by, you get the straight mag. Let me go and clear this because I don't want to hear no boo-boo, because it is one in there. So, you know it's clear. But this is a straight mag, which you get 3 of these when you buy it. But I end up buying 2 of the curve mags. That's your curve mag. So I can't wait to take this out to range. I'm going to do a comparison between the straight mag and the curve mag. I did end up picking 2 of them up. 2 of the curve mags. So I can't wait to take these out and really test these. I am going to paint one red. You know they do banana clips. I'm going to do this with apple slices. I'm going to color it all red and put apple slices up here somewhere to kind of, you know. But I got one more that I am going to send off to a buddy of mine. I'm gonna ask him to do a video and tell me what he thinks in the video about the curve mag compared to the straight mag. So that's my next project. I do want to shoot. I'll probably end up shooting it in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. We'll see. I might do the comparison in Nashville, Tennessee with regular gun guy. But I did do a little merch purchasing. I tried to purchase Be With Choppers, but for some reason they sent my money back. So I purchased a shirt from regular gun guy. I did try to wear Yoki's Yoke Gang shirt, but they were sold out. So I ended up getting my homeboy from Detroit. You know, some of his merch, Funky Town Sender. You know what I'm saying? It's my job to send you on a head. It's on the back. So this is from T Electric. Some of his merch. I will continue to support my brothers and sisters. Them are just the 2 that I got. I plan to purchase some more shirts from other my YouTube buddies. But we gonna hop into Got Choppers. I do want to show his video. I did say I'd show video.
1%.
But BEE got GOT Choppers CHOPPAS. So this is some of his video. So please go support my brother, man. Good person. Young.
We out, man.
But got a head on the shoulders, man. Under 25, CPL holder.
Next video is about to come up, and I got some heat coming out. Y'all, that's it, y'all. Love y'all. Peace out.
So please go support my homeboy B Got Choppers. I mean, a young man doing the right thing. So I wanted to show him some love on my channel. As you can see, a little snippet of his little channel, man. Go check him out. Go purchase some of his merch, which I plan to go do within the next couple of days. Like I said, I went to purchase a shirt, but they sent my money back. I don't know why. I got to get in contact with my little homie and figure out why they sent the money back. But man, y'all be safe. Take care of each other. And once again, this is episode 9 of Bulletproof Sunday. Facts that support the law in Ahmaud Arbery's case. So peace, man. Love you guys. Continue to support me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share my video. This is more of the serious law type side that I try to put in here. But be safe, man. Look out for each other. Peace.